So I'm still thinking about student-centered classrooms, and I don't have as many answers as I do questions, but I do have a couple of ideas. 3 ideas, 3 plus 1, and maybe a question. So the first thing I think that helped me was asking myself, how am I going to create activities in my classroom that makes students' thinking visible? How do we make the invisible visible? What's going on inside their heads? And for me, that's the key to assessment, not coming up with a number, but how do I make their thinking visible? The second one is, how do I get the kids thinking about what they're learning in a meaningful way? And I think if I can get them doing stuff that makes their thinking visible, then I think that implies that they're thinking about what they're learning, which speaks to metacognition, which then naturally leads to the third point, which is try to figure out what are the ideas that they're bringing to class with them? What are their preconceptions and their misunderstandings? Maybe about what I've taught. Maybe it's misunderstandings that they've picked up, from me. And that's important to help me figure out how to help them as well. And I think those three things kind of dovetail nicely together to really create a nice culture in the classroom, a sense of community. If I can create a place where kids feel safe, where they want to be, where it's fun to be there, and they look forward to it each day, I think that also helps them with their learning, because when you're happy with where you're at, then it's easier to focus on some of the harder stuff that we have to think about. So those are my 3 plus 1 ideas, and I think one way to kind of wrap them all up in a single question would be just to ask the kids, what did you learn today? And the pushback on us as teachers might be, how many different ways can we get kids to answer that question? What did you learn today? In some of my classes, I had them blog about it. With younger kids, I've had them take a picture and talk about it. And we've shared that on the blog. How many different ways can you come up with for getting your kids to answer the question, what did I learn today? Be fascinated to hear what you think about that.